High schools are alive with energy, but some hold secrets, dark stains that seep through the walls, refusing to be forgotten. Tonight, I'm diving into a terrifying true story from 2018 about a haunted high school in Erie, Pennsylvania, where the past came alive in the dead of night. A Reddit thread expanded on it, with former students sharing eerie experiences, their posts raw with fear. I dug deeper, chasing police reports, alumni interviews, and a historian's blog about the school's grim history. This wasn't just locker room gossip. It was a real horror, rooted in a building that stood for decades, its halls hiding a malevolent force. Erie, a Rust Belt city on Lake Erie's shores, is no stranger to ghost stories. But what happened at Central High School is a tale that still chills those who walked its corridors. Let's go back to September 2018, when 52-year-old janitor Frank Russo worked the night shift at Central High, a sprawling brick building from the 1920s, its paint peeling, its lockers dented. Frank was a loner, used to the quiet of empty halls, mopping floors from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. The school had a reputation. Teachers avoided staying late. Students joked about the ghost in the basement. But Frank, a pragmatist, ignored it, focusing on his radio and his paycheck. The only other person around was Ms. Karen Holt, a 45-year-old history teacher, often grading papers in her third-floor classroom until midnight. Central felt alive at night, its pipes groaning, its windows rattling, but Frank chalked it up to age, until the noises turned strange. It started small. Frank would hear footsteps in the gym, quick and light, like kids running. Though the school was locked tight, he'd check, finding the gym empty, the basketballs neatly racked, but the air cold, smelling faintly of ash. In the cafeteria, chairs would move, scraping an inch or two, though no one was there. He told Karen, who laughed nervously, mentioning a 1960s fire in the school's basement, where a student, Clara Evans, died. Clara, a 16-year-old junior, was trapped in a storage room during a chemistry lab mishap, her screams unheard until it was too late. The school rebuilt, but stories persisted. Clara's ghost lingered, angry, her presence felt in flickering lights and sudden chills. Frank shrugged it off, but his unease grew, his mop trembling in his hands. By October, the disturbances darkened. Frank found lockers in the main hall ajar, their doors etched with scratches, forming words. "Help me." He cleaned them, his heart pounding. But they reappeared nightly, deeper, as if carved by nails. The basement, where he stored supplies, became unbearable. The ash smell choking, the lights flickering, a whisper hissing, "See me." He avoided it, but one night, his keys went missing, found later on the basement stairs, bent, as if heated. Karen, working late, heard singing, a girl's voice, soft and mournful, coming from the vents. She recorded it on her phone, the audio faint but clear. "Stay with me." She showed Frank, her face pale, and they agreed to tell the principal. But the recording corrupted. Her phone screen cracked overnight. Frank's nights became a gauntlet. The gym's mirrors, used for dance practice, showed shadows, tall, formless, moving behind his reflection, though he stood alone. He'd feel a tug on his jacket, sharp, like fingers, but turned to find nothing. The intercom crackled at 2 a.m., spitting a scream, high and raw, though the system was off. Karen's classroom wasn't spared, her papers scattered, her chalkboard covered in spirals and eyes drawn in ash. She researched Clara, finding a 1965 yearbook photo of a girl with dark hair, her smile sad, her eyes piercing. Karen swore she saw Clara's face in her window, 3rd floor or not, her lips moving, forming, burn. She started leaving by 10 p.m., urging Frank to quit. But he needed the job, his stubbornness blinding him to the growing dread. The school's history unraveled. A retired teacher, contacted by Karen, revealed the fire wasn't an accident. Clara's death followed rumors of bullying, her classmates locking her in the storage room as a prank, unaware of the chemicals igniting. The culprits were never charged, the school hushing it up. But Clara's family spoke of her diary, filled with pleas to make them pay. The basement, rebuilt, was avoided by staff, its walls stained with burns that wouldn't paint over. Frank, desperate, brought a flashlight, checking the basement. He found a door, hidden behind crates, its lock rusted but warm, as if touched. He didn't open it, but the whispers followed him. Now a voice. "You're next." On October 30th, the terror erupted. Frank was mopping the 2nd floor hall, the school dark, Karen gone early. The lights flickered, then died, plunging the building into blackness. His flashlight sputtered, the ash smell overwhelming, the air thick like breathing smoke. Footsteps echoed, not his, circling the hall, joined by a giggle, sharp and girlish. But wrong, like it came from a throat long dead. He called out, his voice shaking, and the giggle became a scream, tearing through the walls. Lockers slammed open, their scratches glowing faintly, spelling, "Clara!" Frank ran, his mop falling, toward the exit, but the doors rattled, locked, though his keys worked hours ago. The scream grew closer, the footsteps now behind him, hot breath on his neck, whispering, "Look." He stumbled into the gym, the mirrors glowing, reflecting not him but a girl. Clara, her face charred, her eyes white, her hands clawing the glass from inside. Frank froze, his reflection warping, his face burning in the mirror, though he felt no heat. The scream became a roar, the mirrors cracking, shards flying, cutting his arms. He ran to the basement, the only place left. The hidden door now open, a red light pulsing inside. The voice hissed, "Join me!" as hands, not his, pushed him toward the door, the heat searing, the ash choking. He fought, clawing the stairs, reaching the exit as dawn broke, the doors unlocking, the scream fading. He collapsed outside, bloodied, his flashlight showing burns on his hands, though no fire touched him. Police found the school trashed, lockers mangled, mirrors shattered, the basement door sealed, its frame scorched. Frank quit, moving to Pittsburgh, haunted by Clara's face, the burns that scar his hands. Karen, shaken, shared her story with a local reporter who uncovered more. Students in the 1990s saw Clara's shadow. Teachers heard screams, all hushed by the school board. A paranormal investigator, David Klein, visited, his EMF spiking, his camera capturing a figure in the gym, its face eyeless, its scream crashing his equipment. Central High closed in 2019, its lot vacant, though locals see lights in the windows, hear giggles at night. Clara's diary, found in archives, ends with, "I'll never leave." I've read Frank's interview, Karen's article, seen Klein's grainy footage. I walked past Central's ruins, the air heavy, the ash smell faint but real. A neighbor swore she saw a girl's face in the school's broken glass, her eyes white. Clara's death is documented, her pain a wound that festers. Was it her ghost, seeking vengeance? Or something darker, born in the fire's ashes? This is Secrets of the Haunted High School Revealed, a warning that some halls hold more than memories. And now, the end, where the horror bites. Last year, A teen broke into the ruins, filming for TikTok. His video, posted briefly, showed the basement door open, a red glow inside, hands reaching out, pulling him in. The video cut off, his body never found. But at night, Erie's streets echo with a scream, and the school's windows burn red, Clara's giggle calling for the next to enter. So, what's in your school? What's waiting in the dark? Stay out of the basement